Everybody, welcome over here, out here in Chicago, beautiful Chicago, attending NFDA. And today in this video, I want to talk about the differences between all these new terminologies, SEO, GEO, AEO. So let me kind of explain this a little more in detail. So many of you already heard SEO, it's search engine optimization. But today, I want to kind of show you the two newer concepts that matter or more for families searching for you online. And these two new ones are GEO and AEO. So first of all, let's explain a little bit differently. Families looking for funeral services, for example, if you're a funeral home, they aren't always typing in just funeral homes near me anymore. They may ask their voice assistant or Google may show a full featured answer or map directly. The way your funeral home shows up is changing. So if you're relying only on old style SEO, again, SEO still works. That's where most people go on search engine to look for funeral homes. You could be missing out if you're not taking care of GEO and AEO. So let's define SEO. So let's start with what you already know, right? Most of us heard of SEO. That means making your website and online presence visible when someone types in a search term like funeral home in St. Louis. Involves keywords, content, links, directory listings, still relevant, still important, but it's no longer just enough. So next up is going to be GEO, which is Generative Engine Optimization. This is how generative AI engines, like what's behind Google's new answer system, ChatGPT, Gemini, create responses based on content across the web. So for example, if a family might ask, what's the best funeral home for green funeral service, eco-friendly services in St. Louis? The engine tries to generate an answer, drawing on sites, reviews, local listings, and more. So to optimize for GEO, your content needs to feed those AI engines with great FAQ, service details, structured data, authoritative local presence, right? A little bit different than SEO, but finally, AEO, more and more of you guys will be hearing about AEO, which is Answer Engine Optimization. This refers to optimizing for systems that provide direct answers, like your assistants, right? Voice assistant, smart speakers, right? Search snippets. So when someone asks, what does a funeral home do? What's the average cost? Your site might be featured in the direct answer box. This kind of means like a little more clear, concise content, questions and answers format, schema markup, right? Making sure you're the trusted source families are led to. So, yeah, again, if you're a funeral home, you're not just competing on price or service. Of course, we don't want to just be competing on price. You're competing on these days on trust, clarity, and visibility. When families are typically under stress, they just kind of want quick answers. The first answer they see matters. If your website shows up as the trusted answers right away, typically you'll win that first phone call. If it doesn't, you're invisible. So here are 3 things you can start doing right now. First of all, review your website for key questions families might ask. For example, what are my options? How much does a funeral cost? What's included in the service? Right? Write very, very clear answers and publish them. Use local listings, get more reviews. I've been talking about this for the longest time. You got to get more reviews. Make sure your business profile is up to date. This boosts your GEO visibility. Then use schema markup or ask, right? Obviously, if you don't know what schema markup is, ask your web person to do it. So search engine understand your services, price ranges, location, reviews. This helps your chance of AEO showing up. So if you like help converting your SEO into AEO GEO strategy, right, make sure to reach out. Take care.